Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, it's been a minute since I've done some Foodie Beauty Tarot. It's about time to do some catch up stuff. Where are my cards? I just had them. There they are. Put them on the top shelf this time. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know that Thanksgiving is tomorrow and you guys are going to be busy and spending time with family and friends. So you guys are welcome to come in here and wanted to do this before Thanksgiving gets underway. I'm sure there are quite a few people already getting prepared, like preparing the turkey and all the fixings and just getting ready for visit from family and friends. So let me just go ahead and just start shuffling these cards and getting them all done. Hey Zul, Kimberlina. As you can see, the queen is in the background, of course. The queen is always around. How is everybody today? Hope you're having a good one. So we're just doing some Foodie Beauty gossip and also some tarot readings with the gossip. Everybody is welcome to come in, relax, have a good time, enjoy yourselves. Sherry, how are you, Sherry? Welcome, y'all. Hello, Dee Dee, Coco. As you can see there's the queen right there. Booger. Hi, Booger. Did you, baby? Did you, baby? Look at the face. Look at that face. Look at that face. Did you? You want scratchies? All right, before we even get into the tarot readings, can I just respectfully say something? I know there's drama in the community. I am not here to add gasoline to that fire. I'm just here to do my tarot readings and talk about Foodie Beauty. Hey, Brooke. I'm staying out of the drama, y'all. I just want to focus on what's important here. What you doing? Hey, Brooke. Just here to talk about Foodie and do my readings. How are you, Brooke? And the queen is here, like she's supervising what I'm doing. So are you guys ready for tomorrow? Hey, Booger. What? Do you want to come up here? Can I help you? You had your food. What? So I know that Foodie is live right now. I really don't care. I was peeking in to see if she was getting mad or she was doing anything. She's doing the same thing she's done for the last week or 2 weeks. It's like, hey, Sunburst. Foodie is being, Uh-oh. Hello, Queen. Hello. The Queen is here. Am I going out for Thanksgiving? No, I'm actually working on Thanksgiving. I'm going to be working for the rest of the week. It's okay. Unlike Foodie, I can be by myself and be perfectly fine. I'm used to it. I can keep myself busy. Look, I got the Queen to keep me busy. The Queen keeps me very busy. You know, it's a full-time job being a cat servant. Look. She's just going to get extra pets, extra cuddles. I'm doing well. So everybody's in here. I would like to ask your opinion. Hey, Yarn Angel. Do you think that Foodie might be planning to go back to the Middle East, whether Salah wants her to or not? I think she is. I think even if he doesn't invite her back, she would go on her own. She's crazy enough that she would. The feeling that I'm getting from Foodie is that she's waiting. She's waiting to get that phone call. She's waiting to get that text message saying, "Come on back." But here's the thing, I don't think he's going to be inviting her back. I think he's done. He's giving her the silent treatment. And she wants a response, and Foodie is crazy enough that she would actually fly over to the Middle East and check into a hotel and then send a text saying, "I'm here." And then if he texts her back saying, "What are you talking about?" If he refuses her, then she'll come back online and try to play victim, saying, "Salah invited me here and he's not picking me up now and I'm a victim." But to paint this picture as he's the enemy, when she chose to go over there on her own. She wants him to fight her, and he doesn't want to fight her. He's leaving her alone. And another thing, and I know people are watching right now, not a whole lot of people, but that's okay. Some can catch it on the replay. This is a serious question. So let's reverse the roles a little bit. Let's just say that Foodie was a man and not a woman. Would we be having a different conversation if Foodie was a man and Salah was a woman and Foodie was doing this stalker behavior? Because she is stalking at this point. She's sending tons of text messages. She is probably harassing him behind the scenes. And if she tries to fly over there without him wanting her there, just because she's a woman, I feel it doesn't really make a difference. Stalker, dangerous behavior is stalker, dangerous behavior. So the people that are telling her to go back to Salah, she's a stalker. Should they be encouraging that? You know, like stalking and stalking can get dangerous real quick. Want to get down, Booger? Go ahead. Thank you. I buy 1,000 milligrams, but it lasts me 2 or 3 more months. Well, did anybody notice? She's now doing the Mike Tyson edibles. So she was doing the Ewan McGregor edibles that were 3,000 milligrams. Now she's up to the Mike Tyson ones, which tells me that her tolerance has gone way up. The only other place to go would be the 10,000 milligram edibles. Like, her tolerance is getting way too high. And can you imagine her back in the Middle East after her body getting used to edibles like that? She'd be a nightmare to deal with. The aunt told her to get inpatient psychological help, and she would benefit from that. But she doesn't want help. She wants to remain hurt because she gets attention while she's broken. If she were healed, she wouldn't get the same kind of attention. So she wants to remain a pile of broken pieces. And she wants people to feel sorry for her broken pieces and give her money for the broken pieces. She does not want to heal herself. She doesn't want other people to heal her. She wants to be broken, so she is the center of attention. She wants to forever remain the damsel in distress. And the Beezers just need to understand that they are dealing with somebody who wants to be broken. Sooner or later, the money will stop. True. It will. I hope she doesn't go back. If she had the sense of a billy goat, she won't go back. But this is an impulsive. Okay. She's a danger to herself. She's a danger to other people. Because Foodie doesn't have anything grounding her. She's not afraid of losing anything. She's not afraid of letting anything go. Not pets, not a place to stay, none of that. They say the most dangerous person in the world who has someone who doesn't have anything to lose. And Foodie is not afraid to lose anything. Hello, Odessa. Hello, Hemlock. So I'll tell you guys some of the readings that I've done on Foodie off camera. Every single one of them, she wants to go back. She really, really wants to go back. The same cards keep popping up. She wants to go back. She might be planning to go back. Regardless of what, she wants to go back. She's not wanting to stay at all. Nice, Odessa. She wants to go back, y'all. She wants to go back. And I wouldn't be surprised if sooner rather than later, she tries to go back. I think if she wants to go back before she has to pay rent on that apartment. The apartment that she has, she got 2 months free rent. And I don't know exactly when that runs out, but she wants to leave before that's over. So let me just do the cards here, and we'll see what we'll see on Chantal. We'll see what's up. Hello, Tinkerbell. How are you, Tinkerbell? Yes, Booger. What is it? By the way, y'all, I was watching her current live and there was a weird moment that I'm like, huh? So during her current live, she called out for Howie the hamster. What the heck was that about? Why was she calling out for Howie? Hello, Marina. That was weird. It's like, why are you calling the hamster's name? Like what? Huh? Girl, back away from the edibles if you're imagining Howie is there. Something's wrong with you. That made me pause and go, what in the... What was that? That is bizarre. I couldn't figure it out, Hemlock. I was like, huh? What? What happened there? All right, so let's look into Foodie's current energy. What's going on there? I also want to look in on the energy of the Beezers, what they're feeling. Should I do them first? Should I put off Foodie for a minute and just look into the Beezer energy? How are they feeling about what's going on with her? Maybe I should do them first. What's the general tone of things? Like, we always focus on Salah and Foodie, but what about the people around Foodie, that the ones that are paying her bills and paying her rent and listening to her BS, and how are they feeling? Like, what's the energy there? Oh, and forgive me if I don't know, like somebody made the comment about me shuffling the cards. Just a little helpful tip. I recommend, if you are new to shuffling the cards, getting cards that have like a paper stock, which will make them more pliable. Also, if you got smaller hands, so you can see I got smaller hands, getting cards that are smaller in nature also does help, because sometimes great big wide cards can be a problem for people with smaller hands. I don't recommend the plastic cards because they can be really slippery. You want cards that have like almost like they're made out of paper. Just a tip. So if you got the smaller hands, get smaller tarot cards. And avoid the plastic cards. My God, they're slippery. Ooh, they're hard to hold on to. They're really hard to hold on to. Okay. I know, because I have a few decks like that. I'm like, I can't hold the cards. What? All right, so let's get into the Beezer energy first. How are they feeling about their queen? All right. Interesting. All right. Tell me about this card first. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So how are the Beezers feeling? Okay. First card down is the Knight of Pentacles. They feel like they've given Chantal the money, and she's taken the money. Obviously, she's taking it, but she's not moving the way that she promised that she would move. Like, they gave her money and she made promises that we're going to go out, we're going to do all these different things. I'm going to get a scooter, we're going to see places. And so they've given her the money and she's not going anywhere. And they feel like she's got money to go places. I mean, she just got paid. So it's like the knight, the appearance of the knight. Hello, sock puppet. The knight it's ready to go. It's on the horse. It could go somewhere, but it's not going anywhere. It's just holding on to the pentacle, like I'm just sitting here expecting more money. So like they feel like she's got the means to go somewhere. She's got the money to go somewhere, and she's not doing it. Yes, there's Bulger. Hey, you with the little face. Come here. What you doing? There's the queen. Hi, baby. So I want to put a clarifier on top of the Knight of Pentacles card. And ooh, we got the Moon card. Eesh. The revealing of secrets. I feel like some secrets are going to be revealed. No, that's not travel. This is, I think some secrets are about to come out real soon. And you got the Wheel of Fortune on top of that. So what is that telling me? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. How are they feeling? They're feeling like she's hiding stuff. They're feeling like she's hiding stuff from them. hiding secrets. She's lying to them. Next card over is the Six of Swords. Chantal, like this should be a very concerning card for you, because a lot of Beezers, let me just put another card on top of that. Ooh, that's ugly. All right, we got the Six of, okay, we got, here's the sequence. We got the Six of Swords. You guys can take a look at the card. Then for the clarifiers, we got this one, Ten of Swords. And we also got the King of Cups. They're feeling betrayed. A lot of them are feeling very betrayed, stabbed in the back. They're not really confident about the situation. They're feeling like at any minute that she's going to go back to him. Like they're not confident that she's going to stay in Canada. Hi, Hale. Like there's an uneasiness going on of like, is she going to go? Is she going to stay? She's in Canada for the moment, but is she going to stay there? So there's a general unease going on over there. People are always asking her, are you going back to Canada? Are you going back to Canada? Sorry. Are you going back to Syria? Are you staying in Canada? They're not really seeing a whole lot of things that would suggest that Chantal is making a new life in Canada. She's not going anywhere. She's not doing anything. Her energy is not one of, well, okay, I'm turning over a new leaf and we're starting over right here. She's just sitting on her butt. And I watched her live streams, and the energy that I'm getting from her is I'm waiting for something or someone. She's waiting. And for, hello, hi, Tuxedo. The energy that she's putting out right now, it's very similar to when she was living with Pete's at the Canadian Villa. Those that were around long ago remember this energy, where she would be in her bedroom and be moping around and saying she was depressed. But the moment that, Natter would call, she would get her butt out of bed, instantly cured, put on her makeup, pack her overnight bag, put on the Gat No Glitter eyeshadow, put on the body lotion, and be out the door. Same energy. I get this feeling of waiting to go somewhere, waiting to do something. She's waiting, and she's not able to go yet, but there's a sense of like, I'm ready to go whenever I need to go. I mean, I think that's one of the main reasons she's not named the kitten, because she's not going to get attached to it. She wants to go back to Syria with Salah and Julia. She wants that life back. And I think, in my opinion, her income going down, like she's trying to get to Syria before either she gets demonetized or her income drops so low she gets kicked out of the apartment. She's trying to finagle a way back over to Syria and get into his house before he figures out she don't have money no more. But how are the Beezers feeling? They're feeling betrayed. They're feeling stabbed in the back. Why is this? Because he's still around. They feel lied to. Like they expected him to be gone. They expected that Chantal would be living the single life and starting over, and yet he's still hovering around, according to her. Hi, Net Detective, Amazon. So people are very uneasy because of this. Hello, Anne. People are very uneasy. They're feeling like either she can stay or she can go. There's no strong markers to say that she's staying in Canada. There's nothing different happening. She's not talking different. She's not acting different. She's just laying on a couch like a big old slug. Almost like she's waiting. Okay, how are the Beezers feeling about the whole thing with Chantal? Well, we got the Four of Cups. They feel like she's sitting around waiting for them to give her more money. She doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to put forth any effort. She's not interested in doing great content. She's literally just, I know she's live. And you know what? This is what I have to say to Foodie going live. I don't care. I don't care. I saw she was live. I looked at the live, and it's boring. It's a bore fest. I know you didn't know. I what? That's how I feel, those sock puppet. Because that's what her live is. That's basically what she's doing to the Beezers, though. Is she not? They gave her $10,000 to get her butt back home and to help her start over. And they want her to go out and do something. They've been asking her to do something. And every time she comes live and she's super stoned, this is what she's doing to the Beezers. She's flipping him the bird. She's, saying, no, I'm not going to go out. No, I'm not going to do anything. You gave me your money. I spent your money. And what are you going to do about it? And right now, with the Four of Cups, like she now, the feeling is she's basically holding interesting content hostage. She's saying, you want me out of the house? You got to give me more money. You want interesting content? You don't want me to be boring? Give me additional money. Meanwhile, other channels give interesting content for free. We don't ask for more money from our viewers to be interesting. We just are. But here's the feeling. Like, how are the Beezers feeling? They're feeling like she's just sitting on her butt, not moving, being big sad. They've already given her money. See the Three of Cups in front? And her attitude is, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. She said, you guys will have to rent a car. Oh, she can just sit and spin. Honey Boo Hoo can go sit and spin. She's got money to rent a car. She just got a paycheck. And look, I am slightly over 6K. Chantal is over 100K. She's got to be getting at least 4 or 5 grand. Okay. She can go out and buy a used car versus renting a car. Why hasn't she done it? Because she's waiting on other people to give her their money, so she's not spending her fun money, which she'd rather use for food and edibles. Yeah, it's drying up. She's complaining about missing Julia, and yet when she had Julia there, she wasn't treating her very well. Yes, they do, sock puppet. So I know what I make per month when I'm working hard. Foodie's got to be getting at least $4,000, $5,000 a month because she gets more views than I do. So don't let her fool you, Beezers. She's got money. She just don't want to spend it. She wants you to spend your money. Julia hated her, but the new kitty likes her. I'm going to say something that might upset people. I don't know if the kitten really likes her. I think Foodie might be depriving her of food to get the kitten to come around because that is a Chantal coded thing to do. And I hope that's not the case. The kitten was hungry the other day. All right. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving with the reading. All right. So how are they? Ooh, that's not good. So how are they feeling about Chantal? They feel like she feels she's the empress. She's sitting on her throne. Like this is how she views herself. This is how they view her. Queen Foodie over there. But uh-oh. How are they feeling? Knight of Swords, Death card. How are they feeling about Chantal? They feel that she needs to change. Something's got to change. And with the Knight of Swords, they're getting very irritated and irritable that she's not changing. Like there is unrest over there. There's a lot of unrest, combativeness, if you will. Like she's fighting them and they're fighting her. They're like, and they're trying to be nice about it. Can we go out? Can we do stuff? They want things to change. They were expecting a change, but all she's doing is fighting them. And she's stubborn. The more they ask her to do things, the less she wants to do. How are they feeling about Foodie? 10 of Wands. They are feeling like she's asking too much from them. Way too much. They're feeling very overburdened with her going to them about money, asking for money. They don't have it to give. Like her going to them and making her problems their burden. And they're getting tired. They're all getting real tired of carrying the load. Like supporting her and giving her money and, help talking to her to make her feel better. It's not just a financial burden. It's an emotional burden too. I don't think Chantal understands that when you come online and you're doing content and you're putting out very heavy, sad, depressed energy, that can affect your audience. Like they might be going through stuff too. This is the holiday season. People sometimes get the blahs and the blues and they might be going through their own stuff. So it's like you're putting too heavy of a burden on us, Chantal. You are not only asking us for money and expecting us to support you and send you super chats and give you views. You're coming to us for additional money. We have to be here for you and coach you through the blahs and the blues, and we might be going through it too. It's a lot for them. And they're getting exhausted. They're really tired. What else we got here? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. What else? How are they feeling about Foodie? Oh, tell me more about this card right here. They're also not happy about Salah. There he is, the Emperor. And the feeling that they know that she's still giving him money. They're not happy about that. She's 41, yes, and she's almost 42. So they know that Foodie is giving money in the background. I don't care what she says. She's trying to give him money. But here's the interesting thing, chat. I have done previous readings on Foodie here and also privately, and I keep pulling the same cards. In the background, Foodie is making dirty offers to Salah. She's offering him a lot of money. She's allegedly. I think that she's texting him and calling him and making dirty offers and saying, I'll give you this much if you let me come back. And she keeps upping the ante. Yeah, exactly, Joanna. I think there's a lot of that going on. That she might be making those dirty offers and waiting for him to respond. So how are they feeling? They don't like him being in the picture. And they don't like the feeling that Foodie might be giving him money that they give to her. Also, they don't like her pretending. All the LARPing that's going on. They don't like it. Like her flip-flopping back and forth, putting on the hijab, putting on the abaya, taking it off, putting it back on. Thank you. And that, may I introduce to you, madam, is Queen Booger. Booger. That's Queen Booger. I am not her queen. She is mine, and I am just a lowly servant that serves her whatever she needs. I've been doing it for the last 12 years. I'm just a lowly cat servant. Don't mind me. I got to do this right because look, she's supervising what I'm doing right now. If I get this wrong, I'm going to hear about it. I'm going to get my ankles bit. All right. So, going back to the reading. Yeah, they're tired of her LARPing with the 7 of Pentacles. Let's see. Oh, Lord. 7 of Pentacles. Like, they're worried about the money. Her always coming to them for money and her being very combative. Queen of Swords. They want her to do well. They want her to get to a place where she's making enough money to where she stops the grifting. They're tapped out. The well is dry. That's why they want her to get off her butt and go out and do things and get those views and make that money. So at some point she stops grifting from them. They can't do it anymore. How are they feeling about her? Three of Swords. Let's see. And second, please. Thank you. Okay, we got the 3 of Wands. How are they feeling? That she's not delivering all that she promised. Like that she's got the ability to do great content. She's just standing there and not doing anything. Whew. And they also feel like they're out a lot of money. They're very sad about it. It's like, we spent a lot of money on this. We spent a lot of money on her. We invested in her. Because if you think about it, chat, every single person who gave Chantal money for her trip back to Canada, they were almost acting like investors. They were investing in her channel. They were investing in her. They were investing in her content. They were acting as investors. They put their money in, and they were hoping for a return in their investment. And they haven't got a return yet. Like they made a bad deal with a bad person. So it's like, we invested all this money into this person and we did not get what we were hoping to get, what we were promised. And they're very sad about that. Like they're very disappointed. Regardless, she got the money, Queen of Pentacles. And they're actually at the point with her where they don't want to fight with her. Again, people walking away from her. They don't want to. They don't want to fight her about it. They don't want to take her to task. They're just tired, and they're exhausted, and they're like, whatever. Lesson learned. Not doing that again. Yeah, they wanted her to have a good future with the 10 of Cups. They were hoping that she would come back to Canada and get it together. And now they're kind of stuck. Like, what do we do? Do we stay or do we go? Some people have already left, but some are just in the in-between right now. But they do realize that she's locked into her addictions. They want her to be prosperous, the Queen of Cups. And they want to be able to celebrate with her. But again, it all comes back around. They're salty because it's like, we gave you all this money, girl, and you're not taking advantage of it. All right, so why don't we grab some other cards? Let's grab the Oracle. What do you guys think? Yeah? Let's do the Oracle. What's that, Anne? What a contrast. You are continuously interacting. Yeah, and I'm not. Hey, guys, hold on a minute. I could do like Foodie. Hold on. Hey. My Foodie impression. I can't even lay down in this chair. It's a gamer chair. I don't have a couch like that. I'll just lay down, you know. Instead of a llama pillow, this is my booger pillow. You know, I'll just lay. I'm stupid. All right. No, I'm not going to sing Handsomest Man. No, I will not, madam. Much respect to you, ma'am, but no. 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 Silence. Who was it? You know, I just saw something on Twitter. I saw something, and I give credit to this person. Hectic Llama just did a video showing how much silence is in Foodie streams. I didn't get to watch the video yet, but Hectic Llama did a video showing how much Foodie doesn't talk. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had a chance to watch because I just posted a react to some call. But just like the dead air. I might react to it later. You never know. You just never know. Foodie over there trying to run up the meter with all that silence. I see you, Foodie. I know what you're doing. You're running up the meter to get more ads, make more money. She came back. I was impressed she got all those bed sheets, did her hair. Now she's back to poor me. I don't know if I'm going to call Foodie anymore. I'm going to call her Honey Boohoo. That's her new name, Honey Boohoo. Because she's acting like a baby. And she wants to run back to the Middle East. And she wants to run back to her playpen and have her baby carrot binky. Hey, Jenny. She wants her baby carrot binky. Oh, she's eating. Of course she is. Not Honey Boohoo. Yes. All right. See, now do y'all understand why I went live? I mean, because look what she's doing. Hey, Marina, thank you for being a channel supporter, bud. Am I missing anything over there? Am I really? Is there anything that's react worthy? Do y'all understand now why I'm not reacting as much? Because y'all don't deserve that kind of torture, and neither do I. Y'all don't deserve that kind of torture, to be bored to death. If there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. I'll just skip that one. Heard that BB has a channel. Uh-oh. Well, she needs to leave that man alone. BB was a good man. He didn't do anything wrong. She just rolled her eyes. Surprised her eyes are still open. All right, so let's get into the oracle part of the Beezers. How are they feeling? BBT. Did we? Is she giving up BBT right now? Why is she, you know what? Why is she talking about him? Is she talking about him? She really needs to leave him alone. He's been gone for so long and he wants to stay gone. He has a channel apparently. Well, I don't think he's going to talk about her though. She is a stalker. And that's why I said it earlier, Joanna. It's like, let's really think about this, y'all. And for anybody in the audience who might be a Beezer, and I'm not being sarcastic and I'm not being mean. This is a serious conversation. If Chantal were a man and not a woman, and if she were a man doing the behaviors that she's doing to a woman, would the feeling be different? She's clingy, she's insecure, she's jealous, she won't leave him alone, she won't stop talking about him, she's trying to provoke a response out of him any way she can. She might be flying back to the Middle East just to be close to him or try to force him to talk to her. If this were a man doing it to a woman, would it make it any different? It doesn't matter if it's a man doing it to a woman or a woman to a man. It's like wrong is wrong, and she's a predator. Straight up, Chantal is a predator. Her having boobs does not negate the conversation. Wrong is wrong and dangerous is dangerous. Period. So any Beezers saying, go on back over to Salah and go be with Salah, and they're putting the battery in her back and saying, go on over there, think about what you're saying. And I want to point this out because it's important. Chantal, she's one of those noisy anger people. She's very emotional. She's very noisy with her emotions. But some people are not like that. They're quiet. They're silent. When they're done, they're done. And sometimes they're done and they don't say a word. They just walk away. If Salah wanted to really engage with her and keep going, the moment that she got on that plane to come home, he could have made a video right then and there. What's she going to do? Nothing. But the feeling is he just wants to be done. He doesn't want to talk about her. He doesn't want to engage with her. He's just done. The feeling I'm getting off of Salah is I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to turn noisy and messy and ugly. I just want to go on about my life. And I hope that you do the same. But she's not letting him go. She's not letting him go. He's giving her all the signs. I want you to go. Don't go away mad. Just go away. And she doesn't want to hear that. Like one of her lives, she said, why don't you just tell me to F off and be done with me? You want to know why? Because he knows you. You wanted to get ugly, Chantal. You want to get so ugly just so you can play the victim. You love to play the victim. And if he's giving you nothing, you can't play the victim. You just can't. You can't accuse him of being angry or mean to you. With silence gives you nothing to work with. You can't make a whole story arc on YouTube about that. Some people are just quiet, like when they're done, they walk away and that's it. That's not good enough for her. She wants noisy. She wants violent, I guess. She wants drama. She wants fighting. Because then she could say, look, he's being mean to me. He's not being mean. He's letting you go quietly. And yes, I saw Neo's reading. It was very, very good. Very good. I'll react to that later. He needs to get a new phone number. He needs to get a new phone. Because if Chantal put, like, what do you call those things? The air tags? If she's got an air tag or little secret apps on there that track his location, he needs to get rid of that entire freaking phone. Throw out the SIM card or do a factory reset or something. She might have apps on that phone and she knows exactly where he is. He's a big boy. He can block her. He's an adult. True. Curious Nan. True. He could block her, but here's the problem with that. And let me tell you, like, I'm not trauma dumping. I'm not getting too personal. I'll just say this. I have dealt with somebody very similar to Chantal's personality. Just simply blocking somebody that obsessed does not work. If they can't get at you one way, they will try another way. If that doesn't work, they'll come at you another way and another way and another way and another way. And the only way to stop them is to get serious interference. They don't want to let go. If they can't get you on the phone, they'll try to contact you online. If they can't get you online, they might come to your house. Obsessed people don't simply stop just because you want them to. If only it were that easy. And it's okay. I mean, it's all, you know what, y'all, again, this is no, don't worry. I'm good. I'm just saying. I just want to use that point for reference. I've dealt with an obsessed person. Blocking doesn't stop the problem entirely. They just find another way to get at you. All right, so let's get back to the reading. Let's pivot. Let's get away from the heavy shit. Let's get away from it. All right. Let's move it along now. Is she still alive? Is she still eating? I'm telling you, the longer she sits there, the longer she gets high as a kite. It's to her viewers. That's what she's silently doing in her head. Screw you, people. Thanks for the money. I lied to you and you're letting me get away with it. You're not going to go anywhere. What are you going to do about it? I took $10K from you. Ha ha, you're stupid. She's playing in their face and they're letting her get away with it. So how are they feeling about Foodie? How are they feeling? How are they feeling about her? Let's find out. Is she boring? How are they feeling? Ooh. Well, this kind of backs up what I just told y'all with the regular cards. So how are they feeling about Foodie? They feel like they got caught up with her. Like they're like, basically it's like being part of something. Birds of a feather. Third party, multiple lovers, choices. How are they feeling about her? that she's entangled with Salah and she just can't untangle herself. But they also feel entangled with her because they're part of her channel. Like, it's the sunk cost fallacy. They've invested so much time in watching her and maybe even money that they can't tear themselves away. Like, they are determined to stick around to see if they're going to get some kind of return on their investment, whether their investment was time or money or both. It's like, I'm sticking here because I'm waiting for the happy ending that I was promised or that I hope would show up. So it was like, I've been watching Foodie for like a year, 2 years. I'm waiting for that happy ending. I've been watching her for so long. I'm waiting for that to happen. Let me save them the trouble if they're watching right now. You're not going to get one. Sorry. It's just not. Look at the situation. Are you going to get a happy ending? Do you honestly see any kind of fertile ground for that? No. So how are they feeling about her? Disinterested. Walking away. Hi, Crystal. They're getting bored. They're walking away. They're not interested anymore. They feel that she is uninterested, that she is separating herself. Like, if she's being very distant with her audience. Like that when she gets in front of the camera, she's not even present. It's like she's physically there, but she's not there. Does that make sense? Like, she's there in body, but she's disassociating. She's somewhere else in her mind. So they feel like, and we're subscribed to her. We are present for her, but she's not all the way present for us. How are they feeling about her? Well, a lot of them are acting like a bunch of groupies. Like they belong there. Like there's a lot of fangirling going on over there. There's a lot of admiration. There's a lot of love. Hold on a minute, though. What is this? Okay, so I don't know if Sunburst Tarot is still here, but Sunburst Tarot has picked up on this. Neo Tarot has picked up on this, that there's something coming, y'all. Photo proof, getting evidence. She's going to act unbothered, but it is going to hurt her ego. So there is going to be something coming out. I don't know what it is. I don't know either, Yarn Angel. I did what? Okay, how are they feeling? They feel like she's in the hole. She's also moving in silence. Tell me some more. Let's go further. I'm not done. Ooh. Foodie, what are you doing? Well, Sunburst, this pretty much confirms that she's watching the tarot readers to try to get insight. Or she's doing something behind the scenes that she shouldn't be doing. I want to know more about that. Tell me about this. That's interesting. I put 2 clarifiers down. We got this. And we got this. Yeah, she's looking for information on Salah, confirmed. She's watching the tarot readers, hoping that we'll do readings on Salah, give her information. Here's the thing, and Spirit is telling me to say this because I know Foodie's going to watch this. Foodie, you know everything you need to know already about Salah. There's really no reason to go to the tarot readers. You know what you know, and you know what you need to know. The Spirit is like shaking his head at you right now saying, what more do you need to know? You already know the deal. You already know the tea. You know what's up. Why look for additional information from the readers? We've been telling you for months. Months. You didn't want to listen. So what are you doing? It's like you don't need any more information than what you already have. You know what's going on. You know. You know. And you know what do you know? You know about this. You know there's a family. You know there's a child. You know what's up. You know everything. Right? Clean out your ears. So how are they feeling? The Beezers are in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. And no, Chantal, I know you don't care about the Beezers, but this is how they feel. Let me look at that picture. What is this? Interesting. I don't know. I just zeroed in on this picture. Look at that. Look at the face and the foot. Is that a foot? Or is that a hand? What is that? Oh, it's a hand. Sorry. I thought it was a foot. Why am I focused on feet? Stop. But this is what you don't ask questions. Let's just keep going. All right. So what does it mean, feet? This is how the Beezers are feeling. They're stressed out. They're really stressed out because they're at the end of their patience. And they feel that Foodie is a broke ass. Well, they're not wrong. They are not wrong. That she's always broke. Like despite the YouTube page, she's always broke. Always. How does that happen? When you make at least $4 or $5 grand a month and people just gave you $10,000, how are you broke? Stop it. And we're going to end it with these two cards because Spirit is telling me to stop. So because of this, because of her being broke, there are certain people in our audience that they are scarcely there. Why? Because when they are there, that she's always asking them to give money. So to avoid that burden, to avoid that moment of like, oh my God, she's going to beg again, they're like taken off. They're like, if I'm not here, she can't ask me for money. Period. If I'm not here, she can't beg through fundraisers and whatnot. Someone just told her you're doing a reading on her. That's okay. She'll come and watch it later. I kind of figured the Beezers would be in here. They like to snitch. It's okay if they want to snitch. Am I being vulgar? Am I being mean? Am I being like mean girl energy? No. Maybe I'm saying some true things that are hurting their feelings. Am I wrong though? After after they gave her 10 grand and she made a bunch of promises, yes or no, Beezers, is she not playing in your faces? Every time she comes online stoned off her ass and not giving you guys great content after all the promises she made, is she or is she not playing in your faces and basically doing this? She is. And I'm not wrong saying that. You know that I'm telling the truth. Truth hurts, but it's the truth. So let's get into Salah's energy. Right? She doesn't care. So if she doesn't care, and if they want to continue to give her more money until they're broke, and they keep waiting around for great content that'll never show up, and that's what they want to do, and that's what she wants to do, then let them do it. They'll learn eventually. With a hot dog. Well, that's the only meat she's getting in her mouth. Oops. I shouldn't have said that out loud. It's bigger than a baby carrot. That's for sure. By the way, if Foodie eats pork, would that be considered cannibalism? That's just a curiosity of mine. That's kind of messed up. You're committing cannibalism, Foodie. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so let's move on to Salah's energy. And I knew that some beezers were watching me. There are probably some still watching me. It's okay. Let them watch. I'm okay with that. People can go where they want to go and they can do what they want to do. I just don't see the sense of being a snitch for Foodie because she don't really care right now. She's taking her high dose edibles. Do you really think she cares? You know what I think? And this is my opinion. I think that there are beezers in our audience that are so bored with her being boring that they're doing everything in the world to get her mad. They want to see her mad. They want to see her snap open with the eyes and like just go off. They want some excitement as much as we do, and they will provoke her. Yeah, they suck at it, but they try though. They really try. Booger's nose is making so cute. Booger. Hi, Booger. Take the Booger. She always looks serious. What is annoying is that she farts, sneezes, sneals. People should ignore her. Well, people can do what they want to do on their channels. Curious, Nan. I mean, everybody does what they want to do. It's not for me to tell people what their content should be. You know, I just don't do that. She's mind controlling the reading. No! No. Nuh-uh. That's not right. No. Booger. Hi. Can I help you? Yes? Uh-oh. Love bite. Here come the love bites. Yep. Rah, rah, rah. Ow. That's the love bites. And I don't care if she messes up the gamer chair. Hey, Lilith, thank you. So now we're going to get into Salah's energy. What's going on with Salah? Maybe Booger is the mind controller. Well, the only thing that Booger likes to control is my feet. And she bites at my ankles. She just called me a skunk. Fantastic. Fantastic. Is she mad now? Oh, that might be an interesting stream. Thanks, Beezers. Did you guys get her mad? Wow, you got her mad and she's on the edibles. You managed to make her mad while she was on edibles. That's crazy. Someone told you, it's okay. I am reading on her. But Neo Tarot also read on her, so there's that. It's a playground. I know. So I'm a skunk, am I? There's so much I could say to Foodie, but it's too easy, you know? Too easy. I remember the last name you called me, Foodie. You called me No Chin Pondu. That was the name you gave me, No Chin Pondu. All I'm going to say is my chin and my chest are nowhere close to touching each other. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you. Moving on to the reading. Foodie has an ability that I don't have. Her chin and her chest touch. I can't do that. That's a gift. I look, I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, she's got a special skill. It's amazing. It's absolutely astonishing. Foodie, how do you do that? You don't even need a neck pillow. You can just, lay your chin on your chest and that's your neck pillow. It's fantastic, that ability. I'm jealous. I can't do that. I lack a chin to do that. I'm a jealous moron, as Goose Chuck likes to say. By the way, while I'm in here, I encourage everybody to go sign up to Goose Chuck's channel, because I want everybody to protest in my honor. Goose Chuck has did me so wrong. She puts up pictures of Foodie, and she put a rose on Foodie's vajayjay. I am offended. I'm offended. I did nothing to deserve that. I told Goose Chuck I want nothing to do with Chantal, with vajayjay. How dare you use the rose emoji for that? What is wrong with you? That's wrong. I thought we were friends. I still have nightmares. Hey, Tucker. She's stoned right now. Goose Chuck's revenge. The thing is, there's no need for revenge. I didn't do anything to her. Boo. All I did was throw tomatoes and she puts a rose emoji on the vajayjay. All right, so let's get into Salah. And see what's going on with him. And if there's anybody in my chat room, and I hate to sound bitchy, I don't want to hear and see any comments later on after this live, people bitching about you took too long to get to the tarot readings and you're shuffling too much. I shuffle the way I want to shuffle. I'm clearing the cards. I don't just get right to it. I clear the cards. This is essential. So I don't want to hear no bitching about you took too long. Oh my God. Every live is somebody bitching about the shuffling. Let's not do that. Let's just reel it back in and enjoy the readings as they are. Okay. I want to give a correct reading, so it's going to take me more than a minute to shuffle them. Let's see what Salah's energy is. What is his energy? Did Foodie really curse me out? Did I make her mad today? I win. Did she really get mad at me? Oh, that's going to be funny later. That's going to be funny later. Sure, personal items for self-read. Have you heard this? I have never heard that, Alars. I'll have to look that up. Shuffle longer for them. All right, so yeah, speaking of tarot cards, I know that Amber Lynn is selling her choosies and stuff. What about all those tarot decks that she's got? I'm sure she's got a large collection. Why not do the right thing and sell those tarot decks? Because she doesn't need them. You know, she's got a huge collection of those. She hoards everything. Girl, you don't need those tarot cards. Let them go. Okay. One more pass and then we're good. Okay, let's do this. How is he feeling? Tell me. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Well, they'd have to be cleansed first, Shelley. All right, so how is he feeling? Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing already. So interesting. I put these down for, this is Salah's reading. First card down is the Queen of Pentacles. Hello, Foodie. How are you? And next card down is the Knight of Pentacles. Salah. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. And I'm like, keep going. I need to know more. We got the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So what does this all mean? I think that she's trying to give him money. There's that dirty offer I was talking about. She's offering him more money. She just got her check. I think that she's trying to tempt him to come back to the Middle East. She's throwing money on the table. But he's having a good time with the Sun card. Like he's having the time of his life right now. Hi, Debbie. He's working on stuff right now. I don't know what he's doing, but he's got projects going on. He's being very productive. He's being very hardworking right now. Oh boy. I think he might be tempted by her money offer. I think he might be tempted. She wants him under her control. But what's in his favor? Hold on, wait. What's in his favor is he's surrounded by family. Like whatever he's got going on for himself right now, there is joy, there is celebration. Okay, tell me about this one card here. Oh, well, that took a turn quickly. Like he's being very productive right now. He's getting things off the ground. Again, I don't know what he's up to. He hasn't given us any clues, but he's looking to establish himself. He wants to establish himself. He doesn't want to rely on anybody. He's like, I would rather have things for myself and be in control of myself and the things around me that be controlled like a puppet by somebody else. But y'all check this out. We got this. We got this. And we got this. She's going to bring the pain. Salah. They're going to get into it. She's going to basically, okay, she's going to get mean and nasty. She's going to get real mean and nasty. But if they get mean and nasty, guess what? He's going to profit. I think he's going to talk. She already is. I mean, like, they're going to go back and forth. This is going to be in front of people. But he's going to profit off of it. He tried to give her a way out. He didn't want to fight with her. But if she tries to back him into a corner like, I want a response out of you, I want to go back there, you need to talk to me. If she starts running her mouth, then he's going to come out fighting. He is. But he's going to benefit. This will be to his financial benefit. Yep. Victory. Four of Wands. Which will be, if there seems to be a woman in the picture, and this is not Foodie. This is not Foodie. Yep, he's going to make all kinds of money from this fight. He doesn't want to fight Foodie, but it's like, fine. You want to fight with me? You want to get it on? Fine, I'll turn lemons into lemonade. I'll set up a lemonade stand. I'll put a sign up and we'll sell out on every glass. Sure will. You know, he's just like, he doesn't want to, but he will. He will. If she wants to go there, he will. Because he knows people will be listening. They've got stuff on each other. Trust and believe they got stuff on each other. I feel that he's got all kinds of stuff, Joanna. Let's think about this, Joanna. We know how unhinged Foodie is and how unhinged she can be. We know how unhinged she can be. I'm sure that Salah already has so many text messages and voicemails and emails and stuff from Chantal that he could show us. Who is being abandoned though, Alaris? Are you talking about Chantal? Chantal being abandoned? I'm sure that Salah has all kinds of stuff ready to go. I don't know, Miglo. I don't know what's happening with her health. Hello, Yellow Moon. I'm sure that Salah has crazy, unhinged text messages from her, voicemails, possibly videos, pictures. I'm sure, like, in the 3 years, he's got all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be one of those things of like, you fire shots at me, I'll fire shots at you. You want to bring out the big cannons? Well, then I'll bring out the big cannons. I will go as far as you go. If she makes a move, then he makes a move. They're both waiting each other to see who will go first. She's trying to provoke him to go first. She's trying to provoke him to make the first move so she looks like the victim, and he's not giving it to her, and so she's pouty about that. She's real pouty. Like, I want to be the victim, and he's so hurtful to me, and I didn't do anything. We see you, Foodie. But because he's being quiet, she's not getting what she wants. She's not getting attention. She's not able to play the victim. She can't parlay that into content. Okay. She's got nothing to go on. What would your first priority be after leaving? Like, are you talking to me? Like, if I were in the Middle East? Well, I wouldn't be there in the first place. Not just me, though. I mean, I wouldn't be there in the first place. Nothing against the Middle East. It's just, but if I were there, I'd be getting the hell out of there as soon as possible and not going back. Goose, we were just talking about you. Don't anybody tell her what I said. Shh. Don't tell on me, chat. I was just telling people, Goose, how you were misusing and abusing the rose emoji, and I'm offended. I am offended. I don't think it's right. I think it is a gross misuse of the rose emoji. Roses are pretty things. They're not supposed to be put in swampy places. That is vulgar. It's tasteless. It is wrong. How dare you? I don't know if we can talk anymore. Do it out of love. I don't need that kind of love. Love stinks. It truly does stink. You put a rose next to something like that, it's going to smell. How dare you? Rose and Goose's friendship. It would be a sad reading. I don't even know if I could do that reading because I'm blind. After looking at all those pictures, Goose blinded me with those pictures. And I have a permanent state of nausea because of those pictures. I don't know if I'm in the state that I can do a reading on me and Goose. Bonding. I'm fucking with you. Goose, I was in your chat earlier and I asked a question. I don't know if you saw it, but I was curious about something. Like, how you raise your horses like Bubbles. How much does it cost to properly feed one of your horses per month? Like, I don't own horses, but I'm just never know, like, as far as like the feed and the hay and stuff. How much does that cost to feed just one horse? Hay and everything. I'm just curious. I know it ain't cheap. Time a minute to do the math. I also know that when you have a horse, you got to have the guy that comes out, and they have to do the foot care as well, like the caring for the feet and all that stuff. So I know that's extra cost on top of that. Got to make sure that their feet are well maintained, that there's no infection, nothing in the shoe. Yeah, farrier. Yeah, right. So there's money that's spent in the farrier, the foot care. They got to come out and trim the hooves. All right. And then you got to care for all the equipment and all that stuff. So let's get into Salah. How is he feeling about Foodie? All the tack, right. Not cheap. Not cheap. All right, so let's get into salad. Hello, Megan. She's killing my dream pet. Don't say that, Peach. I'm not happy with her either, but I don't want to think about that right now. Feed for Bubbles is around $3.85 a month in feed. Wow. That's a lot cheaper than Foodie. So what you're saying is you could feed 3 or 4 horses for the same amount it takes to feed one Foodie. Right, Beetle, gotcha. All right, Salad, you're up, sir. How are you feeling about Miss Foodie? You can't believe the Beezers are over here snitching on me. I'm going to tell. Childish playground shit. I'm going to go tell Foodie you're doing a reading on her. Yeah, go tell her. Go tell her. All right. That's funny. Okay, how is he feeling about Foodie? Whew, well, that's not good. So how is he feeling about Chantal? First card down, bad karma. I don't think I need to really explain that card. That she is bad karma. She is just like the obsessed ex that just won't let go. And she wants him back. She's still after him to be back with her. And why is that? Why is that? How is he feeling about Foodie? Like it's all about ego. It's all about her ego. This is not about love. This is not about true spiritual connection between two people. This is about her ego. And I agree with this. I agree because Chantal, she's got narcissistic tendencies. For someone to let go of a narc first, that hurts their ego. In order for someone with narcissistic tendencies or who is a narc to walk away, to not get bruised, they have to be the one to end it. They have to be the one to walk away first. And they usually have somebody waiting in the wings that they can be with just so they can go nanny, nanny, boo, boo. See, I left you and I got somebody else already. Here's the problem. Foodie doesn't have anybody on the ready to be the new man. So until she finds a new man, which may be never, she's not letting go of Salad. So the fact that he can move on so quickly and he might have somebody else and she has no options, that is hurting her ego. Like her ego is bruised right now and he is running. He's running away from her. How is he feeling about Chantal? She's a happiness hater, the shine. Your light irritates their demons. The fact that he's finding his light again, he's finding his happiness. He's got his freedom, and that is irritating her. It's irritating the fuck out of her because she's an unhappy, miserable person, and the last thing she wants to hear is the person that was her puppet cutting the strings, and as soon as he cut the strings, he found happiness with somebody else doing other things because she's in her space and she's in a bad place with herself and she doesn't want to fix it. So what is he doing? He's dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping read that, Goose. Escaping crazy people. Escaping crazy people. Let me say it one more time. Escaping crazy people. Escaping the crazy people. So he's basically like talk to the hand to Chantal. How does he feel about Chantal? Like he's trying to pursue something new and let go of her. And Chantal, she's trying to involve herself into a love triangle. Like, I want to be a part of your life. I want to be a part of your life. And she's over there talking shit. She said that he emailed her again. How is he not blocked? Because he'll never be blocked. Even if she blocks him, she can unblock him. The fact that she's not blocking his number and blocking his email tells you everything you need to know. I've known for quite a while now, Goose, those two were never done. Because if they were, she would set fire to everything. Same thing with Salah. When she's a wrathful person. If she's done, she's going to burn it all to the ground and then bathe in the ashes. If she's not done that, she's not done. She's not done. She's still holding on. She wants to make that person into an option. If not now, then later. Yep. I said it, didn't I? She threatened to sue him. He threatened to sue her, but neither one of them sued each other, and neither one of them went after each other's channels. Why? Chantal's gone after all the reaction channels, but yet the one person that she claims has done actual physical harm to her, her words, she didn't go after him? No? Not at all? Not even a little bit? Never? Not even a strike? She'll go after the reactors, but she won't go after the guy that did physical harm to her? Weird. Really weird. But she's over there talking shit. And it's the same shit, different day. How's he feeling about Foodie? Like she's still really into him. Oh boy. And Chantal, he knows about you being a divination abuser. He knows about that. That you're addicted to tarot readings and watching the readers and what they're saying. That you've got love on the brain. You spend your day dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. You're very nostalgic, Foodie. You live in the past. You're stuck in the past. You are also a drama starter, but you've been rejected. And you're trying to be a cock blocker, Foodie. And you know what's interesting about this card? Y'all take a look at this card. What is on the card? You got a bird, right? But what is it? It's a bird of prey, a hunter. Bird of prey. What is Foodie? A predator. So she's trying to stop him from being happy, from being with other people, from moving on, because she's not ready to move on. She doesn't want to move on. So her point of view is, if I'm not moving on, then you're not allowed to move on either. If I don't have a life, if I'm miserable, then you got to be miserable too. Because it's not fair for you to be happy when I'm not happy. So whatever state that she's in, then the other person's got to be in the same state as well. If she's crying, you got to be crying. If she's miserable, then you got to be miserable, even if you're broke up. Okay, tell Dr. Phil I said hi. I'm sure he's doing a wonderful chat right now. When I say that she's tossing out that dirty offer, there we go. She's trying. She's trying. She's doing all she can to get his attention. Neo, hi, Mama. You don't have to leave, Mama, if you don't want to. I realize that you're busy. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff to do. But excellent reading today on Foodie. I watched it. I went on Twitter and I'm like, y'all get in here. Neo did another reading on Foodie. Y'all get in here. You better put your tennis shoes on and run. Run and watch this reading. I appreciate you too, sweet mama. And I'm glad that you got some rest. I mean, girl, it's about to get crazy over there. You know that. Neo's here. Everybody, like, Neo is here. We love Neo. I've done so many readings on Foodie, Neo, and she is trying that dirty offer over and over and over. She won't leave that man alone. She won't leave him alone. She wants to go back to the Middle East so bad. She's trying everything to get over there. She's tossing out them dirty offers. Look. This is for, how does Salah feel about Foodie? Offer that she's kissing ass. She's trying it. Why is she doing that? Because, like, no car, repo, car issues. Like, she's not even trying to make a new life in Canada. She's waiting to go back over there. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This is interesting that this card came up. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. It's funny that this card comes up because I feel like now the Foodie is out of the picture. You know who I keep feeling around him right now? Dad. Dad's energy is very, very, very strong. I did a reading like a couple of days ago. Dad is right there. He is a oak tree that's 1,000 feet tall and 1,000 feet thick, and he is not moving. He is right there. He ain't moving. He's standing strong, and he's there for his son. And I think that Dad has been waiting for Salah to grow up and get real. And this might be where the inheritance part comes in. Like you tried it, Salah, You tried things your way. You had to go through your foolishness. You've grown up a bit. You realized some things. You got your bruises. And now that you understand more, I'm going to help you. Dad is stepping forward and he's saying, "You're my son. Are you ready? I've been waiting for you to be ready. Are you ready?" And Salah's like, "I'm ready. I'm ready to let go of this foolishness." Yep. Yep. And Salah is getting it on. They're making it rain, focused on money, getting it. So he's got stuff going on where he's at right now. Again, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing well. And there's that marriage. Wedding bells. Uh-oh. How's he feeling about Chantal? Creativity, steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. Ooh, she's a soul sucker. So he's using scarcity tactics. Notice the picture, the chessboard. He's playing chess. He's playing 40 chess with Foodie. She has something when I give her something, but she has nothing when I give her nothing. So notice the chess pieces are at the back of the chessboard, but they are not in play. I'm hearing a movie line in my head right now. Y'all remember an old movie? It's from the 1980s called War Games, about the computer, like the young kid. He's a computer hacker of sorts, and he thinks he's playing video games, and he's actually tapped into an official government computer. Joshua. And then at the end of the movie, Joshua is made to play himself. And then Joshua says, the only winning move is not to play. That's what I'm hearing in my head right now. The only winning move in this game is not to play. Stay still. Don't move. Don't make any moves. So he's just like, the only winning move is not to play. Don't engage. Don't give the other person anything. Because if you make a move, then they make a move. If they jump to one side, you jump to one side. But if you don't move at all, then they're kind of, you're both at a stalemate of like, the other one's waiting for the other one to move. So he's doing scarcity tactics of like, he's playing a game with her of, I'm going to be completely still. I'm going to be completely silent. And how does he feel about Chantal? Never has the facts, makes stuff up, lies. Yep. And that's why he's doing the scarcity tactics. Oh, wait. Oh, you got to tell me about this. Who's moving? Oh, hell. Neo girl. Uh-oh. He might be moving. He might be moving. He might be moving to get away from her. Yeah, he might be moving. And I don't blame him. I really don't blame him, because this whole situation is played out. He wants nothing to do with it. He's done. He's like this. he's just, I see him in my head. He's like shaking his head going, what do I have to do? I haven't done anything. I haven't talked to her. What do I have to do to make her let go? He doesn't know what else to do. Yeah, she's always partying. She's a happiness hater. And this whole thing between them, and Neo, you've seen this. This whole thing was a karmic thing. I hear like a karmic debt of some sort. Like there was supposed to be a lesson here or something that was supposed to happen. And once it happened, it's like there's a reason why they were brought together. There's a reason why it didn't work. There's a reason why they had to part. So this whole thing was just like a karmic, thank you, Spirit, a karmic encounter. This was a karmic encounter because not everybody you meet in life you're supposed to have long-standing relationships with. They're just life lessons that you're supposed to learn and move on. And that's all he was supposed to be to her. And that's all she was supposed to be to him. So it sounds like the obsession is still going to happen. She's not going to let go. Yeah, karmic encounter. She was supposed to actually learn a lesson with Natter. She did not learn the lesson. So the universe said, okay, I guess we're going to put you back in summer school with another guy, similar circumstances, similar feelings, and see if you get it this time. And if you don't, well, that's on you, but we're trying to teach you. We can't make you learn, but we're trying to just show you what's up. So now it's time for Foodie. Is Neo still here? For those people that are in my chat room, if you guys would like a private reading through Neo, she does private readings for people. I've had one myself. It was amazing. You can go to her channel, check out any of her videos. You can go to her merch store. The merch link is on any of her videos. You can click on the link. It'll take you to the merch store, and you can see the readings part, and then pay for a reading, and then she'll send it to you through email and get your own little private reading through Neo Tarot. So let's see. So y'all check her out. And listen, I've had a reading through Neo. She was spot on. Spot on. So I and others can vouch for the authenticity of her reading. Now it's time for the Lady of the Hour. She needs to be put in purgatory. Honey, she's already there. She's living her karma. She's living it. Karma's over in the corner saying, why are y'all screaming at me? Why are you screaming at me? I've been in the party the whole time. Why are y'all yelling so loud? I've been here. I've been working. You guys just don't even know that I've been working. I've been working. She's living her karma. What? Goose? Are you making more pictures with that doggone emoji? You better not be finding pictures of Foodies with JJ and putting a rose on it. Don't Don't make me take my glasses off. I already got my shoes off. I ain't got no earrings to take off. Don't make me do it. Bitch. Don't make me get out of this chair. Stop playing with those rose edits. I'm messing with you, Goose. Don't make me do something. All right, so we're going to do Miss Foodie. Hello, Graham. She got the weirdest butt ever. Foodie has a frog butt. What did Foodie call me a while ago? What did she say about me? I got a big butt, Foodie. Are you jealous? All right, so what are we doing with Foodie? What is her energy? Every time I do a reading on Chantal, I just get this energy from her. And she's waiting for something. She's waiting. I'm going to tell y'all what I saw. Like I got a brief flash of it the other day. It just for like half a second, I saw it clearly of somebody, a picture of, it was like what I saw in my mind was being at an airport, being in that section where all the seats are. And there was one wall that was nothing but windows. And looking out the window and seeing the airplanes, there was one plane that was landed and people were boarding. Or like not really boarded yet, but it was just sitting there like waiting for passengers to get on. I just saw that. I'm like, she's going to go her to the airport, isn't she? She wants to be there. She wants to get on that plane. She wants to go back. She's waiting. I'm chinless. Canada is okay with her leaving. I'm sure they are. But I just saw that brief picture in my mind of like having somebody's point of view, being in the airport. On one side, it was called a terminal. Like in one area where there's the door leading out, people can get onto the thing. There's a row of seats, but I clearly saw a row of windows. And somebody's standing away from the windows, but outside you can see an airplane. So it's like, is that her trying to manifest leaving? No, I don't think the family will allow it, but that might be what she wants to do, what she's trying to manifest. Because Foodie has always believed if she thinks about it long enough and she puts enough energy into it, she can manifest it to actually happen. So I think that she's deliberately not putting her energy into anything Canada related. So she's taking all of her energy and manifesting it into going back to the Middle East. Spirit is saying, ding, ding, ding. She's like just focusing all of her energy on, I want to go back there. I want to go back there. I want to be back with him. I want to be back with him. So she's not dividing her energy between Canada and the Middle East. She wants to be back there. She has her Expedia set to notify her flight price. Did she say that, Meg? Did she say that she's looking at that stuff. See, she wants to go back. She doesn't want to set down roots in Canada. You're being sarcastic. Oh, okay. I was like, what? I never heard that. And here's something that's going to be a lot of fun, y'all. So if Foodie has gotten her body used to 3,000, 5,000 milligram edibles, can you imagine if Foodie were to get on a plane after getting her body built up to that level? Her body gets used to that stuff, that amount of stuff. And then her going back to the Middle East without it. Whoo-wee. She's going to be fun to deal with. She's going to be a lot of fun to deal with. She's going to be sick because her body's going to be fiending for that stuff. She's not going to have it. All right. So what is your energy, Chantal? I'm getting at my head. She's waiting for that phone call, waiting for that text, waiting for something to happen, just waiting. She's either waiting to go back there or she's waiting for him to cut her loose so she can cut loose. One of the two. What is going on with you, Foodie? Oh, there go the cards. Hold on. What do we got? Oh, so here are the cards that came flying out. We got the Four of Pentacles. This is for Foodie. She's sitting on her money, fighting with people about her content. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. And the world. I'm not even dealt for her yet. And Spirit's like, I want to talk. Can we talk? Yep, Spirit said, here's her damn cards. She's wasting her time. Well, she's going to have to figure that out. All right, so what's the energy with Miss Chantal? There's that damn card again. Every single time I pull on her, this card. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. So, this reading for Foodie. We have the Page of Wands. So, like, she's got the ability to make money. It's literally, like, the ability is in her hands. Like, it's just what is the Spirit? Like, the Spirit is saying, take the ball and run with it. Don't just hold the ball in your hand and just sit there like an idiot. Take it and run with it. Put it in motion. Put some action behind the ball. It's yours. It belongs to you. Do something with it. Like she's got all the potential in the world to make that money. This could be a start over point. Oh, God. Here we go with the obsession again. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Salah. Ten of Cups. She still wants that happily ever after with him. And Ace of Cups. Look at the picture. What's the bird doing? Putting something in the cup. Dirty offers everywhere. She wants that drama with him. Five of Swords. She wants to fight with him. She wants that emotional response. Foodie's weird. Like her wires are crossed every which way inside of her head. Because Foodie has always used negative action and negative responses somehow inside of her brain translate to love. Drama is her love language. If you have drama with her, she feels like you care about her. If you're fighting with her, then you must care because you are engaging her in that way. So she's working hard to try to get him to fight, and he's saying, nope, I'm walking away from you. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to engage with you. I don't want to talk to you. I am walking away. I'm choosing not to engage. I don't want anything to do with this. Nothing. Tell me about this. Now, I don't know if Neo is still here, but Neo, you've seen a woman in the picture. I hear a very kind woman, very level-headed, very, very stable. Queen of Wands. And I think he might be moving with this woman. Actually, you know what? Tell me about this Queen of Wands a little bit more. Oh. Uh-oh. There's that dad energy. There's that dad energy. I telling you, dad is right there. He ain't going nowhere. He is that oak tree that you will not move. Foodie gonna make this uglier than it has to be. And why is that? Here we go again. There's dad. King of Cups. We're gonna have to do a reading on dad because he's been all over the place lately with me. We are gonna do a reading on dad. How you doing, dad? And this card, every time I pull on Foodie, this card comes up, Two of Wands. No matter what deck it is, this card comes out. She could stay in Canada. She could make money in Canada if she just applied herself. She's making a little bit of money in Canada, but really her mind and her intentions and her manifestations are somewhere else. She doesn't want to put down roots. She doesn't want to name the cat. She doesn't really want to get attached to the cat. She just wants to leave. She's ready to let everything go in a moment's notice to go back there. That's all she thinks about. And I'm hearing in my head right now, like when she doesn't have the camera on, she basically just, you know what? She made that comment about, I'm just sitting and I feel like just sitting and staring off into space all day, that's really what she does. I'm also hearing she talks to herself a lot. And a lot of people do that, but still, like, she daydreams a lot. She's very nostalgic. Very nostalgic as Foodie, but like she wants to go back to the fairy tale or what she thought was the fairy tale. Oh shit. And again, she's manifesting. She's trying to make something happen. This is what she wants. And she's like, I want this so much. I'm going to try to manifest it into existence. But look, the sun is reversed. Whatever you're trying to do, Foodie, it's not going to work, and it's actually going to turn upside down on you. Why is this? Because I just did a reading on Salah. If she starts fighting with him, he's gonna benefit financially, and she's gonna have more people coming after her. I don't think the Beezers are gonna be very fucking happy if she tries to go to the Middle East and if she starts stalking him. If he comes forward and says, "Hey, this is what's really going on," the tide might turn on her. Yeah, she wants to go back. She really wants to go back. She does. She does. She can't let go. Like she just doesn't want to accept that that's not her life anymore. It's not for her. Let me get this out. Different deck. Are you guys enjoying the readings? Let me put these away real quick. She may regret moving to Little Syria. Speaking of that, I heard that the place that Foodie might be living, she's got 2 free months worth of rent. I think that she's going to want to get out of there before that's over. I think she wants to get out of there before that time period is up. So she's not even having to pay rent right now, but she wants to get out of there before it is required that she pay rent. So maybe that's why she's in a hot-fired hurry to get back to Syria. Just trying to, find a way to not pay rent. And she hates paying rent. We all hate paying rent. Anybody in here like paying rent? Raise your hand. I don't like it. I'd rather keep that money in pocket. Fuck yeah. Be like, I don't want to pay rent. I'd rather keep my rent money. I wish housing was free. Don't we all, love? Wouldn't that be nice? All right, so what's her general energy? How are you feeling, Chantal? Besides stoned. Nice, Meg. I think that's fantastic. Finland's on top of everything. Very good for them. Smart. How are you feeling about what's your state of mind, Foodie? What's going on with you? Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. What? All right. So how is Foodie doing? Well, she's salty, bitter, angry, petty. Mm-hmm. Put her on some French fries, man. She's salty. She's salty and bitter right now. And she's got a lot of wishful thinking for a second chance. She spends a lot of time in nostalgia, which the other card said that too. You know, Foodie does not live, she doesn't think forward. She doesn't live forward. She lives and thinks backward. There's a lot of backwards thinking, living in the past, dwelling in the past, daydreaming in the past. So there's a lot of wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia, thinking back to happier times. She never lives in the present. She's also very, hey, Buster. She's also very stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen. Yeah, just stuck in place, not moving, no action. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's nothing going on. She's also suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. So, like, she's not a happy person. Uh-oh. There's also a lot of burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turned her back on. Like, she's feeling very betrayed right now. Like, what about me? You know, she doesn't know exactly who to trust. At the same time, like she's flip-flopping between her emotions. One minute she's salty, bitter, angry, sad. The next she's daydreaming and trying to stay hopeful and wishful about, oh, maybe it might happen between me and Salah. So it's like, she just keeps flip-flopping between the two worlds. Like one minute she's sad, mad, bitter. The next she's just like, well, maybe I can manifest for us to be together. So she's trying to stay hopeful and keep that alive. And I don't know what's going on, but she feels like she's protected. I don't know why she feels like she's protected. Although Foodie and Neo said this, the people that she's trying to do stuff on, they are protected. I don't know what you're trying to do, Foodie, on a spiritual level, but the people you're trying to do stuff on, they are protected. We all have our spirit guides. We all have our protectors. Whatever you're trying to do, understand that people are protected by their ancestors, by spirit guides. So whatever you're trying to do is not going to work. Also, what's going on? She's overindulging, lust, greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. It's all about her vices. It's all about her addictions. It's all about what I want, what I want, what I want versus what I need. She's going completely for what she wants versus what she needs. And that's been a problem for a while, is the wants are put at the top of the list. The needs are at the bottom. Oh. Uh-oh. Let me check this out. How is Foodie doing? She's worried. She's worried that all this talk about Salah having somebody are actually true, or she does know that it is true, that he's got somebody. And she's a narcissist or narcissistic tendencies. He's egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Look at the egg. And it's causing a lot of waves in her. A lot of emotions, worry, fear. Like she's scared that she's losing control. I'm hearing that she is afraid that she's losing control, because if there is another woman, that other woman will have strong influence, which means her control will be threatened. And that is worrying her, because another woman in the picture, she no longer has control anymore. Yep, there's a feminine energy. This comes up a lot: gentleness, nurturing, muttering. There's this other female energy that is in the picture, and Foodie can do nothing about. Um, how is she feeling? Very toxic. Drama, arguments, incompatible. That is how between her and Salah, their energy between each other is toxic. And she is a psychopath, abusive, conniving, unpredictable. And she's been blocked, or she's going to get blocked. Move on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. That's Salah talking right there. Nothing to say. Stop calling. Which is going to make her feel very isolated, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. And there's an energy like cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awakening. Like she is putting herself to sleep in a lot of ways. She is numbing herself because there's been no public declaration of, I'm with somebody, you need to let go. She's waiting for that. She wants him to say it, but he won't say it because he's handling things in his own way. It's not the way that she envisioned he would handle it. He's giving her nothing. So because he's giving her nothing, in her not right brain, she's like, he still cares about me. And so she's just numbing herself, waiting for that phone call, waiting for that text, holding on to some kind of hope. And nothing is going to change until he says something or she finds out something that makes her snap. And then she's going to have the rage of a lifetime. So she is essentially waiting for him to make a move. Does Foodie know about this other woman? Oh, I'm pretty sure she knows. Even if she has never seen this woman or knows her name, she knows that he's not alone for very long. He's got options. She knows he's a run around, play around. He's got female friends. You know, his little baby carrot binkies being spread all over town. She knows that. And she wouldn't care if she had that many options, but she does care because she doesn't have the same options. So let me just get the other deck out. So that was, I did Foodie, Salah, I did the Beezers, Dad. Met a married man married in 48 hours. Not me. I want to see Dad's energy. What are we going to do for Dad? Let's try this. Let's try a different deck. I want a fresh deck. I've used those three. And I'm telling you, Foodie, I've been feeling Dad's energy. He is strong. And he is right there. And I'll tell you something else. I feel like this whole thing that between Foodie and Salah has actually brought Salah and his dad closer. Like they're starting to talk again. Like a bit of mending of fences. I think Salah just went through a period of, I know more than you. And he just had to get the foolishness out of his system. And Dad's been waiting for him to get wise. But I think they're talking. And Dad is not going to get out of the picture until he feels like you've moved on, Foodie. He knows that you're trying your bullshit. You're going to keep trying your bullshit. He knows that you're obsessed. And he is very much in the picture, and he's going to be right there. So if you're waiting for Dad to leave, if you're waiting for the family to be away from Salah, it ain't going to happen. But I think that Salah trusts his dad more now because dad's like, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you learn? Are we done with the foolishness now? Are you growing up a little bit? Good. Then it was all worth it. Are you ready for me to help you? You have to be ready for the learning for me to teach you. So let's read on Sir, on Dad. Yeah, he's happy that Foodie's gone. The whole family is happy. There's a lot more peace now. Now that she's not there with her chaos energy. Things have started to calm down, get relaxed. Things go back to normal. Foodie, you're not getting back to Syria. I mean, you could fly over there if you want to, but you will not be allowed in the house. You might get as far as a hotel, but you ain't going to get no further. That much I will tell you. Better stay your ass in Canada. Okay, so what was Dad's energy? I'm hearing something peculiar. Like when it came to Salah, Dad kind of fell asleep at the wheel for a while, but he's awake now. Like there was a lot that he wasn't paying attention to, but now he's paying attention. He just let things go for a while, and he's like, then when it got bad, he's like, okay, I'm here now. Dad is not asleep anymore. Now, let me tell you about Dad's energy, Foodie. Dad's got that kind of energy that he's a quiet man. But he's one of those guys that I don't have to say anything. He's not an imposing man. He just has a very strong energy of you don't want to misbehave in front of him. He's got that kind of energy. Like if you get in front of him, you better straighten up. He doesn't. He's old school. He doesn't put up with nonsense. He's quiet though. Well-respected man he is. All right, so what's Dad's energy? I'm so glad I used this deck. So what is Dad's energy? Y'all ready? This is Dad's energy. First card down is the Night Owl. Dad has been having a lot of late night conversations, I feel, with Salah. Tell me more about the Night Owl. Oh, Lord. Kidding me? Foodie, you better watch yourself. Hello, Foodie. Happy Thanksgiving, Rose and Booger. I'm grateful for every minute spent here with you and the hours of entertainment me and Mike from this channel. Oh, well, thank you, Foodie. And by the way, happy early Thanksgiving to everybody in my chat. I'm sorry if I'm an idiot and I didn't say it earlier, but I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. And while I'm thinking about it, everybody that's in my chat room, just please be careful tomorrow. If you have to leave the house, if you have to go somewhere, if you have to drive, please be careful. There are going to be people on the road. You know that might be drinking when they shouldn't be on the road drinking. If you have to go somewhere, do defensive driving. If you see anything funky, call the cops to get that person off the road. Do defensive driving. Or if you're intoxicated yourself, better to take an Uber than to get into an accident. It's Uber ride is much cheaper than a ticket. So just be careful tomorrow. There's smart people on the road and there's stupid people. Watch out for the drunk, stupid people. Okay? Watch out. Try not to go out too terribly much. So let's go on to Dad's energy. So exactly. Thank you, English. So Dad has been having some conversations with, I believe it's Salah, or keeping an eye on Chantal. Somebody in the family is keeping an eye on her. Why is this? Because she's a virus. You know what, Chantal, you step out of line. I think Dad is going to, he's not going to do anything physically to you, but it's like, go ahead, make my day. I will get online and roast you for filth, bitch. He don't want you fucking with his family no more. Make a move. Because if you're waiting for a response from Salah, I feel it's going to come from Dad. Okay? If you're wanting response from Salah, you might get it from Dad instead. Because look, Dad's got receipts. Dad might bring the receipts. And what does Dad have the receipts on? About this person who's a magician, playing tricks. Someone who's a troll. Who's a LARPer. And treating people like a piece of meat. Whew. And I've drawn this card before. I honestly think, as far as Salah goes, I think Salah, he's getting ready to change his phone number or get rid of that phone. Maybe change out the SIM card or something. I think he needs to throw out that phone anyway, because that's a direct connection to Chantal. She bought him the phone. There might be AirTags on it. There might be apps on it tracking his location. Or maybe do a factory reset to where whatever she's got installed secretly will be deleted and she no longer knows where he's at. So it'd be better for him just to get rid of that phone. You know, Dad's operating under, like, he's concerned about what Chantal's doing, what she could say. Because she's just putting shit into a blender and mixing it up. You know, like, there's not a bunch of truth coming out of her mouth. Like she's mixing up the little bits of truth with fantasy, with drama, with delusion. It's just a big old slurry mess. And he thinks that you're a bag of shit, Foodie. He thinks you're a burden. Uh-oh. He acknowledges that you're living in a not nice place. This is all over the relationship being broken. Tell me about this card. Oh boy. Why is it every deck? Oh my God. So we got the passport card. We also got this card though. You guys saw, I've been pulling out different decks. They're all saying the same thing. She wants to go back there. She's turning into quite the menace. Dad is concerned that she will come back and that she will be a menace. Dad also acknowledges, Chantal, that you are a liar. You're a great big old freaking liar. And he just wants you to push the delete button and forget about them all. He wants you to let go. You don't want to let go. Oh no. Like this whole situation with you and Salah, it's sick and it's toxic. You're acting like we were so in love and he cares about me. But the truth of the matter is the whole thing between you and Salah was toxic. It made you were sick of each other and you both made each other sick. And you basically wanted to use it for the purpose of control. Tell me about this card. Tell me about this. That's interesting. Okay, this is going to sound weird. Foodie was trying to put out like mom-like energy to Salah to appeal to him, although it didn't work very well. Also, Dad acknowledges that you catfished Salah big time, that you were playing games and you were being controlling. You were basically using him, that you get high. That you are a gaslighter. That you use different means to stay calm. You were acting like a baby. And really, you just need to go glow up. So Dad is, he's reading you for filth, Chantal. He's reading you for filth. He sees you. He sees you. And he's ready for you. And Dad's energy is like, I hear Clint Eastwood in my head. Go ahead. Make my day. Not in a violent, threatening way, but you come after me, you come after my family, I will defend the family. You want to come online and say ugly things? Get ready. Because I got plenty of stuff to say about you. If you are looking for Salah to respond, you're going to get a hell of a shock when it's not him, it's Dad. Dad. What you going to say about that when it's somebody else and not him? And Dad will fucking read you under the floorboards. What you going to say about that? And Dad is someone you can't provoke, you can't make mad. He is solid as stone. I don't even know, Net Detective. So, like, if we're waiting for Salah to say something, but it might be a little bit different. It may not be Salah. It may be Dad coming on with Salah, or Dad speaking for Salah. So if she's looking for a response from one person, she might get it from somebody else. And Dad, I hear, is well spoken. He's very calm. He knows exactly what to say. He's very matter of fact. You can't poke at him and to get him to rage. That's not Dad. Dad doesn't do that. Dad is ex-military. It takes a lot to get him angry. He knows what to do with someone like her. Hey, Booger. Hi. What you doing? It's Boogers. All right, so I did readings on Salah, Foodie, Dad, Beezers. Anybody else that I should do one on? It's a Boogers. Hi, baby. Pete's. I did a reading on Pete's a while ago. I can do one on him now. Sure can. He said she was delusional last night. Pete's did? I'm going to say something. I think the night that Pete spent over at Foodie's house, I think he saw something or he heard something that gave him second thoughts. Thank you, Lori, for that gifted membership. Appreciate that. I think Pete spent the night with Foodie and he saw something or he heard something that gave him reason to pause and say, I don't know, man. I don't think I want to move in with her. And I'm not quite sure what it is. He's never going to say, but I think he got a good look and glimpse about what she was doing, how she was, and he said, oh, shit. Like, something made him rethink that idea. He said he couldn't sleep. Why not? Why couldn't he sleep? Did he give a reason why? Maybe the walls are thin. Or maybe it's because it's a junior apartment from what I understand. And there's a separate room, but it doesn't have a door. So can you imagine living with Foodie and she's up all night and she's talking on her phone or she does late night live streams and you can't just go to your room and sleep? Cockroaches. I don't know about that. I mean, like, maybe that's why he couldn't sleep, because she was up all night being Foodie. Yeah, so I'm sure he'd be like, nah, I'm good. I don't think it does have a door. And I think the other room is really, really small. It's like a junior apartment. It doesn't have much room at all. It's not like the size of the Canadian villa. It's not that big. Small place. I mean, I think the other room is about the size of a big closet. There are crackheads in the building. How does Foodie know there are crackheads in the building? How would she know that? How would she know that for sure? Is that where you're getting some of the stuff that you're taking, Foodie? It's hard sleeping on the sofa. You know, speaking of you know who, I think when Chantal left the Middle East, I think Nads was her backup plan because she was wanting to get at him too. She wanted to go back to Canada, play around with Nader, using him as a backup plan, but that didn't work out. So she redirected and she put her fixation back on Salah. All right, so let's do one on Pete. Yeah, but I just keep feeling like something happened. He saw something. He experienced something that made him go, nope, I don't want to move in. He will never tell us what it is, but it made him pause and go, I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't think so. Nope. I think maybe he saw that she was getting too high, or the place was a mess, or something. And it made him go, whoa, no, not for me. It might have been an office, net detective. That's a good theory. It might have been an office type of room, and that's why it's so small. Good theory. I like that. Foodie won't show us the apartment so we can see what's in the room if there's like hookups for like a washer and dryer or something. That room could be used for anything. And I'm going to tell you guys my theory about why she's not showing the apartment. Here's my theory. Let's see what y'all think. I think Foodie got a bunch of money for a bunch of stuff for the apartment. But I got a feeling that the only things you find if you walked in was the couch and a blow-up bed. That's it. There's no other furniture. I don't think there's a dining table or other chairs. She spent as little as she had to on that apartment. Just because she wasn't planning on being there for very long. And she doesn't want to show people that she's not really bought much. Because then people would say, well, why did you get money for like all this stuff? You said you needed all this stuff and you didn't buy all this stuff. So if she doesn't show the apartment, she can claim that she has that stuff and that's where the money went. But I don't think there's much in the way of furniture in that place at all. Yeah, minimalist bees. I'm serious. I think she's got maybe a couple of things in there and the rest of the place is empty. Because she doesn't want to form ties with Canada. And she doesn't want to waste money on furniture that she's going to have to leave behind. She signed a 1-year lease. Well, has that ever stopped her before? She'll get out of it. Just because she signed a 1-year lease does not mean that she won't break it. That might be the reason why she's like, I need to get to the Middle East before rent is due. I need to get there really, really quickly. She owes a lot of money in back taxes. Do you think she's going to worry about a lease? No. She'll skip out on that rent. Sure will. She'll just take her little carry-on bag and get the hell out. She is so against paying rent. I don't want to pay rent. So, Pete, what are your thoughts, sir? No, shuffle them up better. Zio the Dreamer. I've heard of her. I've heard of Zio. I'm going to do one more reading after Pete's because there's a question that I want to ask. And it has to do with Foodie and YouTube because everybody's wondering, why hasn't she been touched? What is going on with that? I want to know. Okay. Oh, boy. Tell me about this card. So this is for Pete's. First card down for Pete's is the Two of Wands. Pete's is at a stalemate right now. I feel like right now, I don't watch Pete's. I'm just going strictly off energy. I feel like right now Pete's feels very unfocused. I'm hearing that he's very unfocused. He's having trouble focusing. The potential for productivity is there. It's like it's literally right there in his hand. Like the potential for so much is right there in his grasp. But I hear he's distracted by something. He's so distracted. He's not able to focus. Not able to focus at all. Like everything is up in the air for Pete's. Why is that? All right, I'm going to say something, and I know there are some people in this chat that may be watchers of Pete's. Just take my words for what they are. Pete's was very happy when Chantal came back to Canada. Why was he happy? Not because he was in love with her, but because he knew that by proxy, by being in the Chantal verse again, that would benefit him and his channel. So he was happy about that. Like, he's been out of the loop in the Chantal universe. He's been on the severe outer edges. But when she came back to Canada, he was able to revolve around her again, and therefore that would help his channel. Like, I know he's got a lot of people that go over there and talk to him on the regular. That's his group. But he was hopeful that would lead to things getting better on his channel as far as his views and such. He thought that that would lead to a lot of money, or at least some money for him. Like, just being, being the best friend on the camera. Oh boy. But I don't know what's going to happen. Something is going to happen with Pete. Tell me about this judgment. Oh. I don't know if Pete was planning seriously to move in with Foodie. But I think she's too focused on Salah. Like, if he was thinking, I'm really going to move in with her, we're really going to be best friends, I'm going to be her roommate. Nope. Blocked. She doesn't really want him as a roommate. He is simply the fallback guy. If her and Salah don't work out, he's the fallback guy. He's always been the fallback guy. Like, I'm hearing, she does not see Pete as her equal. She sees Pete as a lesser human, a lesser person. Like, she views that she's up here and he's down here. Like, you're further down the ladder than I am. We're not on the same level, Pete. You're below me and I'm above you. So there's going to be a judgment about that. Tell me about this card. This is so sad. This is really sad. I'm going to say something. Pizza's looking at Chantal like she's some sort of wayward teenager. It's like there's a part of him that thinks, I have to let her get all the wild shit out of her system. I got to let her sow her wild oats. And then after she's done running around with all these men, she'll come back to me. Like, when she reaches a place where she's in a corner and nobody else wants her, then I can have her. And then get her by proxy. Like, it's not going to be like a happy union of I love you, you love me. No, it's like I get you because nobody else wants you. He's waiting for that moment where nobody else wants her, and then she'll be with him. Yep. But if he gets around her, she's going to be the dominant force. Yep. Strength. Controlling him. And there will be another man in the picture. Hello, Natter. Like, he's going to be so happy to be with Chantal, but she's going to be focused on somebody. There's always somebody else, which is going to lead to. So whatever situation between him and Chantal, it's not going to last very long. Not at all. Not at all. Then he might walk away from her. Then he might have a chance for a happy life. But he's got to separate from her first. I was going to do one more reading. What was it? Damn it. I said I want to do one reading after this one. What was it? My mind has gone blank. Watch me remember later on after the readings are over. Yep, the tower again. Reactor, not the cats. I don't listen. I don't do. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Let it be known that I do not do readings on reactors in Girl World. Okay. Y'all want me to you want people to throw tomatoes at me? That would start wars. I'm not going to do that. Yes, Ellie, that's what I wanted to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why is Foodie protected by YouTube? That's everybody wants to know that. What is the deal? Why won't they do anything to her? But no, I don't do readings on reactors, people in the community. Are you kidding me? No, no, no. Nope. I'm not stepping into that minefield. No, ma'am. No, sir. I would only do it if somebody said to me, look, I want you to read on me. I give you permission. Okay. But other than that, people would take it wrongly. And that would cause a bunch of fights. I don't want that. So let's take a look at why is YouTube being so blasé about Miss Foodie? What's going on with that? I want to know. What are they waiting for? I just heard something that, YouTube liked Girl World because they made a lot of money off of Girl World for a long time, but the numbers lately have been dropping. And it's not Girl World's fault. I mean, there's only so much we can do with reacting to Foodie and Amber. If they're not around, if they're not interesting, what can we do? But YouTube was very happy with Girl World because Girl World generated a lot of money for them. But the numbers have not been good. And again, it's not our fault. We are very entertaining people, very creative people, but doggone it, man, there's only so much we have to work with these days. But they did like Girl World because, even though it's not that big of a community, it's very profitable. Like, I hear the numbers looked really good on paper, for whatever that's worth. They liked the money that was generated because it was consistent. So why haven't they gotten rid of Foodie? Why won't they demonetize her? Like, what are they waiting for? How are they feeling? How is YouTube feeling? How is YouTube feeling about Chantal? Ooh. How is you two feeling about Chantal? Oh boy. Well, magician is in reverse. The magic is gone. Like they don't feel like she can make money anymore. She used to make a lot of money, like when she used to put out content that would generate a lot of money in girl world for a lot of people. And YouTube benefited greatly, but it's like the magic. I keep hearing the magic is gone. It's not the same as it was. How are they feeling about her? Like she did. They feel like she doesn't have any new tricks up her sleeve. Like a magician, like before she was a very skillful magician where she had a bunch of new tricks. She was always coming up with new tricks and new magic. And it kept everybody fascinated and watching and engaged and intrigued. And it's like, madam, you've ran out of magic. You run out of tricks. Magician reversed. Like your magic, whatever it is, it's not working. Also, how are they feeling? Like they understand. This also came in reversed. Here's the card upright, 5 of Swords reversed. Like she used to generate a lot of money getting people to fight with her, causing controversy, and she's not doing that. That was part of the magic, was the drama and poking at people, and they poke back at her, which led to a lot of interest, which led to a lot of profits. And it's like, ma'am, you are not generating interest anymore. You're not fighting with anyone. You're getting too stale. And this whole thing with YouTube and Foodie has kind of been like a love affair. It's like we were very fond of you at one time. We had a good relationship at one time, but it's starting to turn sour. Yep. And why is that? Because of this. Like it used to be a good relationship, but it's a good relationship gone bad. Hey Goose. You're just in time, Goose. I was doing a reading on how YouTube sees Foodie Beauty, how they're looking at her. I don't know, like when you came in. So let me just recap back a little bit. So the first card down for that is the Magician card in reverse. They're looking at Foodie and saying, you have no more tricks up your sleeve. You are not as, used to be a very skillful magician where you would work your magic and it led to a lot of views and it led to a lot of interest. But the Magician reversed. You've run out of magic. You've run out of energy. Like you've run out of tricks. Also, part of the magic was 5 of Swords reversed this way. Part of the magic was you fighting with people, them poking at you, you poking at them. That led to a lot of interest and intrigue and drama, which led to money. You're not fighting with anybody. You're not fighting with anyone. Also, with the Lovers card, in the past, YouTube has had a good relationship with Foodie. Like they liked her. And she liked working with them. And you know, like she was always working on her channel and doing different things to keep people interested in her and promoting her and talking about her. But it's a good relationship that went completely bad. Like it literally went from this to this. It went from you're doing content and it's a positive thing to it turned into a really ugly, vulgar addiction thing. Like look at the difference between the two cards. It went from this to this. It got dark. It got real dark. How are they feeling about Foodie? Ooh, talk to me about this card. Oh boy. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles, she made them a lot of money. She was making them a lot of money. And interesting. How are they feeling about Foodie? Well, this card came in reverse. Okay, so this card is the 9 of Swords. So I just want to let you guys see it upright. It's reversed. So they're ready to let her go. It's like they're at the point now of no love lost. Things have run their course. If there was any period of like, we don't want to let her go, we don't want to let her go, they've reached the point now where they're like, if we let her go, is it really that big of a deal? They're over it. They're over it. Yeah, they're ready to move on with the world card. They're like, they got to do what they got to do. They're real close to the edge of letting her all the way go. And there's something spearheading this. We got the King of Swords. Somebody's saying this has to be done because we got to take YouTube in a creative directions. I think they want to let Foodie go. They don't want to let Girl World go because Girl World is where the money is made, not Foodie. Foodie is just what we react to, but the Girl World is on the whole is where they make their money, not Foodie. Foodie's not even trying to make money for herself or YouTube. Honestly, it's like she's not bringing in a whole lot of money for them. It's throwaway money. Why won't they? How are they feeling about her? They feel like she's down in the muck. She doesn't know what to do. She's stuck. She's not even really doing content anymore. How are they feeling? I don't know if Foodie has talked to YouTube, if they've had talks with her, if they've talked to her and said, you need to get your shit together. Maybe her YouTube manager is somebody telling her, you're like walking on thin ice. Because, you keep going like that, we're going to send you packing. I think they have warned her somewhere. I think they warned her and said, get it together. Or like YouTube is not putting their foot all the way on the gas for Foodie because they're trying to hang on to that Girl World money. Honestly. That for those that don't know, this is the highest paying months. November and December are the highest paying months of the year for YouTubers. So I don't know if YouTube is trying to hold off doing anything until that's over. I hear yes. Like they're trying to give her a chance to just fucking snap out of it because her numbers don't look good and her content doesn't look good and people are reporting her and they're like, man, we're trying, like we're watching her, but we don't know what they're trying to hold off until December is over. So, like, why are they keeping Foodie around? I think they're trying to milk things as long as they can before they do anything. What's that? But it's like she used to generate a lot of money for YouTube, the company, but she's not doing anything anymore. She's kind of lost the pep in her step. She's lost her creativity, her spark. The spark is not even an ember burning. It's that the fire has gone out, and she's just coasting on the vapors of what's left. Like she's thinking that the name Foodie Beauty carries weight to it, and that's all she has to do is just be Foodie Beauty, and that will generate money, and YouTube will just put up with her. But they're about fucking done. Right, Goose? It's like the numbers, the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. I'm going to do something. I think I know a way to end these tarot readings well. Goose, you're going to love this. Goose, you've inspired me. Y'all ready for one last reading? Damn, we've been going for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I wasn't even looking at the time. I'm not even laying down for these readings. How about that? We're going to do one last reading for fun to round this out. I want to do a reading on Goose's Foodie Vajayjay rose pictures. I think the rose has a lot to say. How does that rose emoji feel about being misused and abused, Goose? How does it feel? Because roses have feelings too. Damn it. How is that poor rose emoji feeling being placed near Foodie's Bakuta Rakata Vajayjay? You couldn't use a middle finger. You couldn't use a piece of broccoli. You couldn't use a piece of bacon. No, it had to be a rose, didn't it? All these emojis in that list, and you had to pick that one? Couldn't be a car? Couldn't be a piece of jewelry? Nothing? Had to be a rose? Rude. Yeah, this is Rose's revenge right here. My live stream, my rules. Ha, my playground. You can't say nothing. Because I got the microphone. You don't. I'm childish. Put up with it. All right, so how does that rose emoji feel? How does it feel being so misused and abused and put in places where it should not go? Where no one, not even a flower, should have to go. How does it feel? How does it feel? Perfect. How does it feel? It feels trashed. Look at the picture. My God, that is perfect. That is amazing. Look at that. Roses all over the picture. Are you kidding me? It feels trashed. So the disrespect is real up in here. Look at that. Flowers. Flowers. See, even the roses are giving you the middle finger. How does it feel? Like it's in a hard fog. It doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't understand. It's like, hey, I'm just a rose emoji. What have I ever done to you, Goose? What is the meaning of this disrespect? We are not going back and forth on Twitter. I'm not trolling you. I'm not talking shit about you. For what reason are you putting me there? It doesn't understand. It couldn't be a frog. It couldn't be a bus. It had to be me next to Foodies for JJ. The fuck? And this rose emoji is saying, look, as far as Foodies for JJ, you need to set fire to that thing. Okay? Forget soap and water. Forget body wash. Just take a flamethrower and clean that stank out. And the rose emoji is saying, "Look, I'm feeling." It's confused because it's feeling some vibes and it should not be feeling vibes. It's like, did somebody get a vibe up in here? What is this? Why is everything moving around funny? It is sensing something. See, unexplained feelings. It's that intuition. Like, why do I hear bzzz? That makes no sense. I think there are things happening near me that really shouldn't be happening. How is it feeling? It's looking at Foodie as a sleeping princess. She's always sleeping, saying, if she's sleeping, why do I have to be all up in there like that? How is the emoji feeling? That Foodie is buttering up. That could just be a stick of butter, though. I mean, hey, we don't know what's going on in her bedroom. We are not there. There's no video cameras. We don't know what those groceries are for, what they're used for. We can only imagine, but then again, let's not imagine, all right? Let's not think about that. That's kind of vulgar. All right, so the emoji is saying it wants to do some adulting. It wants you to do some adulting, Goose. It wants you to grow up and stop doing that childish bullshit of using it to provoke me. Do you understand? It's saying, grow up, Goose. Stop blinding poor Rose Thorn. Stop using emojis to poke at her. What the hell did she do? She's an old lady. Why are you fucking with her? Rude. But the emoji also says has a light bulb moment. And also there's an idea that maybe if Foodie did some high vibing, meaning sat on top of a washing machine, maybe there wouldn't be enough room for the rose emoji, and then the rose emoji can get away from Foodie. And just sit on that washing machine and sit and spin, Foodie. And then the rose emoji can make a quick getaway. Yeah, that's the plan. Yep, and the rose emoji is also saying, this is the last straw. Okay, don't you put that rose emoji anywhere else. All right. And the rose emoji says, you are thirsty, looking for my attention in the chat room, and is putting you on blast in this reading. And I agree. There's also going to be some cock blocking involved. Okay, because the rose emoji is taking itself off the list, so you can't use it for that shit anymore. The rose emoji is also bossing the fuck up. It's going to do a glow up, because we're going to go from a single rose to an entire rose bush. And then what's she going to do? Huh? You ain't ready. Because you've been a people pleaser over there. Yes, you have been. And this is going to go viral. Yes, it is. And then rose emoji saying, my boo, meaning me, not you. There's going to be some lipstick evidence. Uh-oh. Rose emoji is like saying, I'm going to do some shit. And then rose emoji is going to get all laid up. And it also says, don't you put me on Foodie's frog butt. It's bad enough that rose emoji is on her puss. Don't you put her on the frog butt. No, you don't. Because if that happens, rose emoji is going to be spilling the beans about you in that little folder you have on your computer that it knows about. Understand? It knows things. And it's going to be bringing some receipts to the squad and playing some mind fuck games. You ready? And then rose emoji is going to say, sorry, not sorry. You started this shit. I'll finish it. Ta-da! And that's the reading. How do you like me now, bitch? I love you, Goose. You got the saltiest mouth in the world, and I love it. Who needs pepper when you got salt from a goose? It's the best kind of salt. Who needs that sea salt? The saltiest mouth on YouTube, eh? So you guys enjoy that reading? I thought I'd just do this before Thanksgiving because I know everybody's going to be very busy and preoccupied tomorrow, as well you should, with family and friends, and maybe just chilling out by yourself with the fuzzy socks on. So I want to give you guys a good laugh tonight because Girl World's been far too serious, man. It just is. Don't you think so? It's been fucking serious up in here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm going to keep an eye on Chantal. Did she really curse me out earlier? I'm going to have to go clip that part if she did. Yeah, Madam Booger's unbothered. Booger. See, she's sleeping. Look at that. Sleeping on the job. That's my queen. But I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. And like I said, please, please chat. If you have to go out tomorrow for anything, try to go out early, not late. Like try to get whatever supplies you still need for Thanksgiving. Try to get it early in the day if you can. And the later it gets, be safe. If you got to be on the road, be on the lookout for the drunk drivers. I'm sure they're going to have checkpoints. And if you happen to get a little bit intoxicated, don't feel ashamed to get a taxi or an Uber or call a friend. Don't drive drunk. There's too many stupid people on the road during the holidays. Just be careful. All right, be well, y'all. I'm going to go. Y'all be well, and I will talk at you later. I'll keep an eye on Foodie, and if she does something interesting, I'll react. If not, I'll just chuck it into the garbage bin and say screw it, don't care. So y'all be well, and have a good one. And don't forget to click the like button, please. Thank you. All right, I'm out. Bye, everybody.